'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in the hopes that Saint Nicholas will soon be there. The children were all nestled snug in their beds, when visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama and her chiff set and I in my cap had settled our brains in for a long winter's nap. When out on the roof there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away from the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutter and threw open the sash. The moon of the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of a midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Cupid, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blixen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up on the housetop the coursers flew with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a pound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up on like a bow, and the beard on his chin was white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he had held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled like a reef. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right old jolly elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave to me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but then went straight to his work and filled all the stockings and turned away with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, then he gave to his team and gave a whistle, and away they all flew like a down of a trestle. But I heard him explain, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."